Alright, welcome back to Orcust month. We're at the final home stretch, the end of the road, the finale. We're going to go ahead and dive right into Sky Striker Orcust, and we may even have a live duel or two of this deck performing locally. So get ready for that. Let's dive right into it. Starting off with the Orcust cards, we're playing 3 copies of the boy Girsu. Girsu is the replacement for Mathematician in the deck. Girsu being able to dump 1 and then summon a token to both players' fields is actually really big. In game 2, you can use this effect to play around things like evenly matched, so your opponent can't do it, or even infinite impermanence. And by giving them a token, it actually turns off decks like Kashtira. I didn't abuse this card nearly enough today. We're playing 2 copies of Orcust Nightmare. 2 is enough. You don't need more. We're playing 2 copies of Simple Skeleton for the Monster Reborn effect. It's important for the grind game to have this card. 2 copies of World Wand, which is the DDR, brings them back. We are playing Brass Bombard. This matters because we're playing such a large Orcust package that if we're able to dump Bombard off of things like Armageddon Knight or even Girsu, we can use it to freely summon out another body or another extender to play through certain interruptions. And it's a 1 card, like this plus like Girsu is fine. It's a full combo, so it's pretty nice. The honorary Orcust is Gizmek Orochi. There's some changes we can make in the extra deck, which I'll go over when we get there, because we're only showing off the main and extra today. And then we're playing 1 Babel, 1 Return, and 1 Crescendo. I think that pretty much sums it up in the perfect way. You minimalize your board to have as many interruptions as possible. The Sky Striker cards start with 3 copies of Widow Anchor. It's a monster negate. It's a kidnapper. It's a good card. 3 copies of Shark Cannon. It's an additional way to banish cards out of the graveyard, which can really be impactful in certain matchups, but it also can steal a body to allow you to go into bigger link plays, which is also incredibly helpful. 2 copies of Engage because it's a 2. With this card being a 2, it actually makes this deck kind of playable. It would be better, obviously, if it was at 3 or if Harpora was at 1. 1 Eagle Booster. This is to protect things like Galatea and IP from destruction effects. This card is just a 1-of. If you can dig into it, cool. If you can't, you can't. It is what it is. And 1 Hornet Drones as the linchpin of bringing it all together. Next up is 1 copy of Dark Grepher, 1 copy of Armageddon Knight, and 1 copy of Rhoda. You have to play them, more or less, but they're free dumps. They're basically Foolish Burial, just with bodies, and allows you to extend. 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet. You want to get the Orcust cards that are bricks out of your hand. It also allows you to turn things like Lightning Storm into a back row removal, as well as like a monster negate and things like that. It also does come up in the battle phase because you have things like Orcust Nightmare that increases attack during the damage step. Droplet decreases attack during the damage step, which is incredibly impactful. 3 copies of Allure of Darkness. Everything in the main deck is dark, so you get to draw more cards. 2 Triple Tactics Talents, and then Upstart Goblin, Foolish Burial, and Called by the Grave to round out the main deck at exactly 40. In the extra deck, we are playing 3 copies of the lovely, my favorite card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Galatea, the Orcust Automaton. The reason we play 3 is it actually does come up where it loops itself a lot, so having 3 Galatea, incredibly important. 2 copies of Dingirsu, the best boss monster in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! In my humble onion. Card's insane, non-targeting sending is incredible, protection effects, and it's a huge boy that can summon himself from the graveyard because it doesn't matter how it's summoned. 1 Longirsu. Longirsu is a non-targeting send, and it's incredibly powerful in its shuffling back 2. It can be and when it's linked, it can't be destroyed by card effect. Really important. 1 Orcustrian. Orcustrian can't be destroyed by battle or card effect while it's linked. Incredibly powerful, 3,000 body. But the other cool part is you can shuffle in 3, which actually can happen in a deck that wants to grind like this one, where you shuffle in 3 machines and you are able to negate the effects and turn to 0 all your opponent's linked monsters, which is really strong, especially in a deck where you're going to put this in the extra monster zone a lot. 1 Link Karibo, it's part of the combo when you need it. And then we're playing 1 of Hayate, Kagari, and Shizuku. Hayate and Kagari kind of synergize really inherently. And when you open just your Sky Striker engine, Shizuku gives you more ways to play by digging more cards out of your deck to allow you to go into your turns 2 and 3. And then we're playing 1 IP, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, and 1 Access Code. These cards just kind of round out the deck, giving you a lot of options of what you can go into in different game states. They're really important and really powerful. But that's gonna do it for Sky Striker Orcust. This deck is a lot of fun. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of competency to pilot this deck at a high level. So I recommend if you're looking to play something incredibly fun with a lot of versatility going first or second, it's a good deck. This is gonna wrap up Orcust month. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I've had a blast making all these Orcust videos for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. Smash the like button if you haven't already. And of course, subscribe. We're on that road to 1K subs, and we'd love for you to be a part of the pre-1K club. Till next time, lads, good fun, have luck, and happy Orcust month. Thanks for celebrating with us. We'll see you next time.